on to this episode of Corktown Q&A, brought to you by Regions Title Agency. Call Regions at 248-336-2000 for all your real estate needs. I'm your host, Dan Kotnik. Thanks for joining us today. We're giving our Corktown AFC fans an in-depth look at the inaugural team this year, and today we're joined by Meike Ingles and Joyelle Washington. Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Definitely. So let's start at the beginning. That's where I like to start all of our conversations with you guys. What was the start of soccer like for you guys? What was the earliest part of your careers? What got you involved or started in soccer? Joyelle, if you want to start us off.
Starting soccer, I think I started playing when I was around the age of 7, just like a local community little league, nothing really major. But then like 3 years after that, they were like, you have to do travel. So I just joined like the Canton Celtic, which is the travel team around where I live. And I played on that team for 4 years. And then after that, I've been with the Hawks for the past 5 years. So in 2015, I joined playing with the Hawks. And ever since 2015, I've just been with that club.
And Meike, what about you?
I started playing when I was 5 for Magic Soccer. And then my first travel team, I played for Michigan Gators. That was in like 2008. And then I ended up switching and going to Waza for a little. And then those two teams ended up merging and becoming nationals.
Okay. And so speaking of national, I know it's not the same, but I do want to kind of highlight your guys' connections and experiences with the U.S. national program, because you guys both do have a little bit of connection there. Meike, I'll kind of start with you. You were invited to that under-16 national team camp a couple of years ago. Didn't make it onto the roster, but you were still invited to the camp. What was it like for you, having that experience? Do you kind of treat that as like still being recognized as one of the top players? Like how was that all over for you?
Well, I was super excited that I got chosen to go there, but I thought it was a bad timing for me because there's a lot going on. And when I got there, I was not expecting the fitness. We had to do a fitness test, and that was kind of insane. I was not expecting that. So it was pretty hard for me, but I think overall it was a good experience.
So kind of like the experience you got out of it was more like, this is where the bar kind of gets set, and that's what I need to maybe shoot for, or that kind of thing.
Yeah. Cool.
And I saw Joyelle nodding in agreement, because you were on that under-16 team. You made it onto the roster and got to play over in Belgium a couple of times, 3 caps for the national team. Getting to play overseas like that and having that under your belt of national appearances representing your country, what was that like for you?
It was an amazing experience because the competition, everybody there is good. So it's like in your club, you might think that you're the best, but when you get to the national team, everybody there is the best coming out of their club. So it's like you're competing within yourself to push yourself to compete with the competition there, as well as just keeping up. So it's just a lot going on, but it's an amazing experience because it's just different from club. It's a higher intensity. Like she said, the fitness test, you might have your sprints here and then in practice, but the fitness is real. It's intense. It's high level, the best you can get. So it's a scary experience coming in, being with the best and playing with the best and having to show that you deserve to be there. But then it's a good place to be because you get to just show that all your hard work that you put in club and everything else, it paid off.
So after the national program, both of you guys, you've decided where you're going to be continuing your careers, both education and soccer. Meike, you're going to be at Iowa, Joyelle to USC. I mean, those are 2 very recognizable names to anybody when you're talking about college athletics. What was it that led you guys to the decisions that you did? What was the recruiting process like? Just kind of walk us through the decision to end up where you did. Joyelle, if you want to start us off.
I started my recruiting process in 8th grade. That's when I went on my first visit. So very young. So in that time, I wasn't really thinking about college, of course, kind of just I'm just playing soccer, not really thinking for the next 5 years of my life. But So from 8th grade to like sophomore year, I went on about maybe like 9 different college visits. The reason why I chose USC is just like it felt like the most place home away from home. Like I never thought I'd go so far all the way to California because obviously that's a very big distance, but I don't feel like I'm far from Michigan when I'm in Cali. The coach, he's like for everybody individually. He wants everyone to be good, not just on the field, but off of the field. And it was like a quick family. It just seemed like home right from the start. As soon as I got on campus, it just felt like the right place for me.
Hey, Micah, what led you to choose Iowa?
Well, I always had in mind to going away from home, but not too far. And I don't know, I just like wanted to go out of state and like go to a bigger school, like Big Ten. And when I like first visited there, it felt like home and everyone was nice. And I met like the coaching staff and they were all cool. And I want to go into something like dermatology or like the dentist field, and they have that too. So that was kind of cool.
Nice, very cool. So let's talk about this season coming up. Obviously, things are still in flux, but you know, for the time being, it's Corktown AFC this summer in some way, shape, or form. What led you guys to come to Corktown AFC? What was it that drew you here, or what are you most excited about? You know, to be a part of the inaugural Corktown AFC team. Micah, we'll start with you.
I'm looking forward to like playing with like within like my hometown, and a lot of the girls are like the best in Metro Detroit. So I think that's kind of cool to be able to get a chance to like play with them.
And Joyelle?
I've actually known about Corktown when they were like the old name and everything, just because a lot of girls from our club do go to play on to this team. So it was really exciting for me to get the opportunity of like being a younger Hawk and seeing all these older Hawks be joining this team. So now it's my turn, as well as like, although our season got cut short due to Corona, I do get to play with a lot of my teammates. So that's going to be very exciting. And like she said, it's like the best people in Metro Detroit, some people that I've already got to play with and new people that I've played against. So just going to be an amazing experience.
Yeah, awesome. All right, it's time for our Fast Five. I've got five fast questions for you. First thing that comes to your head, don't need to think too hard about them. No wrong answers. All right, our first one. This is the one I'm asking literally everybody this question because it's one of my ones that I need to know from everybody. Favorite sport besides soccer?
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah. Did you guys play? Did you guys have time for any other sports in high school? Did you guys try anything else, or was there enough time?
I played basketball since 7th grade, and this last year was my last year playing.
Okay.
I played basketball from maybe like 2nd grade to 8th grade, and then after 8th grade, I just committed to soccer fully.
Committed to soccer, yeah. All right. If you had the opportunity to spend the day with any TV character, any character, real or imaginary, for a day, who would you choose? This is the most.
I don't really like watch like TV. Normally it's like sports besides like a show on like Netflix, but probably what's his name from All American?
Ah, yes.
What's his name?
James. Don't know his real name, but Spencer James from All American.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that guy.
That's funny. I literally like
or Darnell.
I was just looking through Netflix before we got on here, and I saw that show for the very first time, and I immediately added to my list. So I'm going to have to start that now.
It's such a great show.
Good. I'll have to take a look at it. What is the weirdest thing that you have ever eaten?
Caviar.
Okay.
Mine's probably calamari, I think it is.
Did you have it like deep fried or?
Yeah, deep fried.
Yeah. Okay. If I could grant you the ability to learn one personal skill automatically. That's like if you want to learn how to play the piano or learn how to juggle chainsaws, automatically. You don't have to practice at all. You'll just immediately know how to do it. What would it be?
Play the guitar.
Play the guitar.
Yeah, because I already like to sing, so I feel like the guitar with it is a good combination.
Okay.
Mine would probably be singing because I cannot sing, or dance. Probably dance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you guys. So you both did something musical, which works perfect for our last question. What is the one artist that I'm going to find on your guys's pregame or warm up music playlist? Like, who's the one person I'm going to hear?
Future.
I would have to say Drake.
Drake has been the most popular answer so far. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But good. Okay, I like both of those. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you again for taking the time to chat with us and the fans. If you want, where can people find you on social media if they'd like to find you?
My Instagram is joyelle.maria, JOYELLE, and my Twitter is Joyelle Washington.
My Instagram is Meike.Ingles, MEIKE.INGLES. And I don't really use Twitter that much.
It's all right. The gram is the important one. That's all right. Yeah. And so, guys, make sure that you follow the club on all of our social media, Twitter and Instagram at Corktown AFC, and on Facebook by searching Corktown AFC for team signings, news, updates, and, of course, more from our Corktown Q&A next time. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.